Hey, everybody. What's up, Savannah? Hey, Dylan. How's everybody doing today? How's the weekend? Let's see who's on here. Sorry, Pete and Bria. Didn't give you much of a heads up, but let's see. See who's all on. It's only 6:01. We'll just give it a couple minutes for people to pop on. What's up, Dylan? Elena, I think that's your name. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Hey, Caitlin, calling in from the kitchen. What's up, Stephanie? Hey, Stefan. Hey, Elizabeth. Your weekend's just starting today. That's awesome, Laura. What's up, Ashley? Sean? Dara? Darian, Dylan? Bunch of peeps on here already. Awesome. Just waiting for her, Alicia.
Hi, Ron.
Yeah, just have my coach call this evening. Sweet. What's up, Kate? You got us muted. No video, just FYI.
How many people are in here? 34. Unmute.
Oh, shit. Oh, Kate, you get Kate out here too.
Don't start your video because
Oh, did you guys mute yourself? Why can't you put them in the video? Can you hear us? Oh.
Yeah, we're fine to talk, but there's no video, so just a heads up. You guys
No,
have
I can see that your video's turned off.
We don't have an option to video you. How do you bring them out? Or like raise their hand or whatever?
I did already.
Oh.
Yeah, it says you can't start your video because the host has stopped it.
Oh.
Change rule to.
We'll just keep playing around with it for a sec. While people pop on here. And then we'll go over kind of what we're going to do here, what tonight's going to be about, what we're going to do moving forward, kind of what the framework, I guess, and the what we're going to do over the next 90 days, and some things that we're going to introduce, some contests that we're going to reveal, I guess, here tonight, and also what the plan is that we're going to do here, something huge that we're going to do right off the bat to get people kind of their first buyers and stuff right as soon as possible. So it's going to be awesome. So yeah, we're pumped, and we kind of just been talking about how to really roll this out properly and how to do it because no one's really done it yet. So we want to make sure that we do it properly and it's done right so that everybody can benefit from it. I might just have to check out some settings here.
Just make them the host, maybe, or
I could try that.
We would have to go back.
I'm just going to try making you guys the host, Pete and Bree.
now can you video? Oh, there you go. You're back.
There we go.
Sweet.
And then Kate, if you're here, raise your hand. Oh, there she is. Her hand is raised.
Oh, you guys will have to probably bring out Kate now.
Now you're the host. Notepad ready. Good. Steven, Maddie, you can't get your sound work. You made sure your computer is not muted. I don't know why. Are you on your phone or your laptop?
there could be a little button that says mute for you guys. Make sure that it's not checked off.
But usually that doesn't mute the entire thing. That just mutes like themselves.
You guys can hear me, but probably not see me. Oh, video. You can't start video because the host has stopped it.
Sure, whatever you did.
Kate, why don't we make you the host?
Make
That way.
me the host now, I guess.
Okay.
You just go to panelists and then you can promote her to host or whatever. I think it's
She is the
This
host.
is always fun.
Or did they disappear then?
We're still here, I think.
You are the host now. Okay.
There you are.
So yeah, everybody's audio should be fine. It's probably on your end if you're not getting any audio right now.
If you're not, maybe try from your phone if you're on your laptop or vice versa. Or make sure there's no... Oh, good. Maddie, you figured it out. What did you have to do? For anyone else who might be struggling? Just throw it in the chat. Restarted her phone. Had to log in again. Okay, cool. Yeah, if anyone doesn't hear anybody, it's definitely on your end. So yeah, just try rebooting something or something like that. Cool, guys. Hello. Welcome to the first strategy call for the Sprint to Five Figures group. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, and so basically this is going to be like, we're going to start doing this every Monday at the same time, 6 p.m. PST, just to keep it. We don't want to be bouncing all over the place. Trust me, this is going to be the best bet is just to leave it. Unfortunately, some people can't make it live, but we will record all of them. So we'll post in that welcome video we did. It's going to be in the files section on the group. That's where we're going to post all of the replays. So you'll be able to find any replays in there moving forward. And kind of officially the 90 days will be starting like today, because most people have gotten through their coaching process now. Some people still have yet to do their coaching call and stuff, but we're going to get after it anyways. And, we're not going to get too far into anything right off the get-go. We're going to try and ease our way into it so people don't get too overwhelmed, and just kind of show you guys what needs to be done and when it needs to be done. So tonight we're going to just hang on a sec. Can attendees send messages to all panelists and attendees so we can all benefit the conference? Yeah,
Definitely.
all panelists and attendees.
Yeah, and then make all of you down in your chat box. If you don't have it up, it's on the bottom screen most likely. Just you can change who it's to and make sure it's changed to all panelists and attendees so then everyone can see it and you guys can engage in there, be excited. We love it. And that being said, about every Monday's call, we will make a post in the group like we said, like a file that is for questions that if you can't make it live and you have some questions you would love for us to touch on live on here, then you can throw it in that chat and we'll check it before each Monday's call. So that will come between now and next Monday.
Yeah, and this link, the link that we use tonight, is going to be the same link every time.
I guess we should be recording. Oh, yeah.
It's recording. Yeah, it's going to be the same link every time. So we will just post this probably in the file section as well. It's just going to be the same link so you guys can catch it in there. We don't have to post it every single time. Although we probably still will post it because I'm sure some people will miss that it's in the file section and then it will just avoid people asking us. So we'll just probably post it anyways. But let me just see this. So yeah, as far as tonight goes, because this is the first call that we've done so far, we're going to kind of just be going over an overview of what we're going to do over the next 90 days, that kind of thing. And like I said, we're going to announce a bit of a contest. I think we're going to try and keep some contests rolling in here to keep things fun from week to week, keep everybody motivated, keep the morale nice and high. And then also we're going to tell you guys about a plan that we're going to launch here probably very quickly, and everybody's going to be involved. So it's going to be something similar to what we did. So we'll get into those details pretty shortly probably. And then if we have time, we'll do a Q&A afterwards. And there is a Q&A, like a Q&A spot. If you look on your Zoom call, like at the bottom, there's this place to just put questions and answers in there. So if we can try and keep it in there, then it'll be a little bit easier for us. And we'll say the question out loud before we answer it so you guys don't miss it.
Otherwise, it'll just kind of get buried within the chat.
Yeah, for sure.
We want to make sure we answer them for you guys.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I know people are somewhat in the same place. Some are a little bit further ahead than others, but don't worry. We will all get you guys up to speed and get you guys at the same place. So it's not a big deal. If you haven't had your coaching call, don't stress. This is still going to be valuable for everybody, regardless of what point you're at. And then we're just going to continue to move forward from there, and we're going to just continue to build and do things kind of as we see fit, I think. And initially, we really want to focus more so on the personal development side of things, and because we all find that foundation is extremely important, and then we can dive into the technical stuff as we kind of get there. But one thing that we've found just through experience, that all the technical stuff, it doesn't really matter. Just getting that personal development and getting your mindset really set up first off before getting too overwhelmed with Facebook ads and that kind of shit, then that's what works best. And that's what's really setting you guys up for success, not only in this 90 days, but long term, right? Because there's going to come a point where, you might not be able to lean on us 24/7, right? And you're going to need to be, have that mindset kind of develop so that you can move forward and push through that kind of stuff. So that's kind of our game plan, and that's why we've set it up the way we have, just so you're aware. Did you guys have anything to touch on?
I think we should dive right into it.
Okay, cool. Another thing I did want to touch on too before we get into this, just to really create this supportive culture. However, we want to build people that are self-sufficient as well. So although we are here to support you guys all the time, and our goal is to make sure that everybody, has success and sees results, so that you can, so that you definitely, if you do have questions and stuff like that, you can reach out to us and we can give you as much help as we possibly can. But we are still very busy, and just keep that in mind. So sometimes if you don't get your questions answered right away, there's people in here that are more than happy to answer them as well. And when I said self-sufficient, there's going to be times where we might even see your questions and don't answer those questions, because we know that if you go out there and search for the answers yourself, you can easily find those answers. And if you do if we build that up from right from the get-go and have everybody aware and build that type of culture within this little group, that you guys will know moving forward that when it comes time to actually give people those answers yourself, and you need to help teach and coach people, which you will have to, you'll know where to find them. It's doing you a disservice if we literally hold your hand every step of the way. So we are here to help, but we're not here to babysit. If you reach out to us, we're more than happy to help, but we're not going to be chasing you guys around and being getting updates from you on a regular basis. Hey, have you done this? Did you do this? Did you do that? Okay. We just don't have the time to do that. So we're just going to kind of trust that you guys will go ahead and take action on your own, because we do want to build and create action takers and people that are going to be self-sufficient. So don't be offended if we don't answer your questions immediately, if we know that you can find them elsewhere. So
yeah, we aren't the resource, but we can always point you in the right direction to the resource. And if there isn't a resource, then we can definitely answer that question. But that's another reason we have this page too, with that file section. So it'll be easy for us to keep the things that we know you guys need there. And sometimes if you just need a little reminder that it's there, it's really easy to go out and find it. And then obviously if we know that it's not there and the resource isn't there, then we'll definitely be able to answer it for you. But all of you are leaders. You're already showing leadership qualities. The fact that you're in this group already and you took initiative with everything, with the training and the 99. So we know that you're also able to find those answers if need be too, if we happen not to be able to answer the question right away or something. So
for sure.
Sweet.
And you can also leverage the GAZ group. Most of you should be in there. If you're not, then just let me know, because we'll get you added, because you should be in that group. So that's also a really good resource to use as far as getting questions answered and things like that. And they're constantly updating that. And we've been popping the link in for the Tuesday and Wednesday training, even Sunday. So that's all stuff that's going to be awesome. And we highly recommend that you guys watch that training as well on top of this if you can. The Tuesday one, if you can only watch one other than this one, the Tuesday one is probably the most beneficial. I don't know if you guys agree with me on that, but I'd say that's probably the best one that you can watch. If you only have the time to watch this one and one other one, then that's the one. But don't use that as don't take that as a reason to just say, okay, well, I'm only going to watch one. If you can watch all of them, it's only going to help you succeed. So do it. So
if there's a time that you're either you've done a lot of training videos, your head is kind of full, or you don't really know what to do with your time, you kind of need a filler, The replays and stuff in the back office for those Tuesday webinars and Wednesdays are great under the replay vault in your back office. If you guys don't know where that is, just let me know in the chat, and I can create a little video or something to show you, but it's really, really easy. And in there's just everything. So Garrett and I were actually on our recent Winning Wednesday too. You'll see that right at the top of the replays. If you guys want to check that out, it might be that.
And Kate was just on there.
And Kate was just on the Winning Wednesday too. More recent.
You guys, I just have something to. As the questions come up in the Q&A, am I the only one that can see them?
We can see them too.
Do you want to answer them as we go?
No.
Okay.
We'll answer them after if there's some.
Okay.
Okay, let's dive into her.
So I guess first off, another thing too, like as we get going, I've already been getting questions regarding ads and stuff like that. Once you guys get to that point and there is some ads and stuff that you need reviewed, we'll probably have a post created in the group where people can drop their ads and people can review the ads, and we'll jump on there and review those ads as we have time, kind of thing, and go over, just because I know initially it's a little difficult to figure out what to say and what not to say and that kind of thing. So we'll basically, after reviewing a few ads and having it all in one post, people can see
a pattern.
People can see what we've said and what we've kind of recommended and stuff like that.
That, and being able for you guys to look at other people's ads will be a huge help for you too, right? Like it's all about duplication. So you're never going to want to copy someone's ad exactly. But if someone's ad is duplicating or converting and doing really well, you can definitely duplicate it. You don't want to copy it word for word, but you can definitely take the structure of ads that are proven to work and then create your own out of it. So it'll be good idea wise for you guys that way too.
Yeah. And who's been reading the Magic consistently, and how has that benefited you so far? It's only been a week or so, but I've seen a lot of people commenting on it, and I've seen a lot of positive feedback just based around the Magic. And I'm curious to see I've had some people message me privately actually and just let me know that the Magic has been a game changer already, only a week in. So I'm stoked. And honestly, if you're not reading it, then you need to start reading it. Like there's no way around it. Just do it. It's probably the easiest thing you can do. And it has the biggest like return on investment. It's just like, it's so good to read it.
Wow, see, everyone's reading it, loving it, super easy. It's truly magic. It's such a great supplement. It really, really is. It's, it's beneficial for not only your business, but your relationship, your family life, everything. Yeah,
it's so sick. And the visualization as well, if people are doing that, I know it can be a little difficult initially, but it's huge. It's so good. Even I've been visualizing lately about a couple things. Like we were looking to sell our house here and sell my house in Alberta and rent a 6 spot. We found like the perfect place. It's available the 15th. And then I got a call today and someone put an offer and they want to take possession the 17th. And that was like, that's what I've been visualizing for the last like week. And it's just like happened, worked out perfectly. So some people think it's coincidence, but I mean, when it happens time and time again, you kind of can't ignore that. So I mean, just keep on doing that. The visualization is massive, and you don't have to do it for a long time, even 10 minutes or so.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, if you're not a big like meditator, which I am not, it's nice if you want to just take that time to sit quietly, but just visualize. So then if you have a busy mind, it's a good thing because you can just visualize things that you may want or an outcome, or visualize your day being a perfect day, which is one of the magic practices. But there's nothing wrong with doing that on a daily basis for a few minutes. So lots of options there. Yeah. And meditation, there's lots of guided meditations within YouTube or binaural beats or things like that too. So
yeah, some people like the app Headstrong. I think I preferred Calm, the app Calm. I personally prefer, but I don't know, it's personal preference. But if you do need help meditating, those guided meditation apps are super, super helpful. Mm. But yeah, I just wanted to see how many people were doing the Magic and how much they were enjoying it so far.
Looks like lots
of people getting some value from the Magic. That's awesome. That's one thing. Like I said, I feel like especially right out the gate, when it comes to building your business, if you get that down pat before anything else, like you're set up for success. It was something I didn't do until, down the road. And I wish I would have started immediately, but, so I guess I'll jump into, we're going to try and keep these to like an hour ish usually. and just so, you know, an hour seems like a pretty good time frame. People usually can commit to an hour. So we'll just try and keep it to an hour. If you guys really, really want, then we can push it further with Q&A, but we'll just try and stick with an hour for now. But yeah, so first thing that I kind of wanted to touch on is what we've been speaking about kind of launching and rolling out here in the near future, like probably like tomorrow or something. I don't know. We haven't really discussed the exact date, but I think the sooner the better. What we did to kind of create this group and create that accelerated 5-figure group was what we were calling attraction marketing. And that's what we really leveraged. And like a launch sequence, I guess, or like a launch strategy is what we were really using. And that's how we were able to build such a massive group. And most of it, like a lot of it was done organically. It wasn't a lot of paid advertising or anything like that. For the most part, it was done organically. And it's really powerful.
I didn't do any paid advertising for it. And it was incredible. So it's just super, super powerful.
Yeah. So that's basically it worked out. It worked so well. And we knew it was going to work well. It worked even better than we thought. So we were super happy with it. We were super happy with the group of people that got involved and the positivity. And like, this is such an awesome little tight-knit kind of group that we created. So we're super pumped about that. But the whole like launch strategy that we used, that's how we built that massive group. And now that you're in the community and you've kind of seen how we do what we do and what we do, or why we do what we do, you have a better idea of why we use that strategy and how it works so well and why it's such a smart strategy to use. So we were talking about it, and we think probably the best thing that we can do to benefit the people that took action is to relaunch and do somewhat of like another launch sequence that's just promoting this new group, this Sprint to 5-figure group. And basically when we did it the first time, we created all of the posts. We gave like basically a template for people to use and post so that there was no creative burden on you guys whatsoever. We even provided pictures and everything. All you had to do was post it, right? So the people that were in the group initially in this Gold-Blooded group and all of our teams, we basically used that launch group or launch strategy. We created the templates for people to use. All they had to do was post it. We gave specific times and everything to post. It was basically the easiest thing possible. There was nothing that anybody had to really do creatively to do this launch process. So it was massive, and the results were huge. They were so good. So we are going to do something similar, and we're going to do it soon. And we're just going to basically be promoting this Sprint to 5-figure group and basically having it open again for like maybe a week or so. And
should we do it? I was thinking, sorry to interrupt, but like less than a week, I think. But like even if we did it Tuesday and had it shutting down by next Monday.
Yeah, we could do like maybe 5 days or something.
Yeah, because a week was really long.
Yeah, so but this will be a little bit different in the sense that people are going to basically be needing to sign up with GAZ to get into the group, I think is what we're going to do.
Oh, yeah,
so like
true.
they're going to have to watch the training that we've already recorded and shot. So we're going to work out the details, but that's the idea, and we're going to get that rolled out like ASAP, and we'll give you specific details on how to really do it properly. So that basically the plan is that we're going to have some templates created that you can post. I know a lot of people are going to be stressed out when I say post it on their personal Facebook, but if you really want to launch your business and you want to get results quickly, you're going to want to post this on your personal Facebook or your personal Instagram or something. If you don't want to, then don't expect as good of results. You can post it on your fan page, but since you don't have a lot of followers on your fan page yet, it might not be super successful that way. We'll also probably be creating some posts that we're able to actually boost, and this won't make a ton of sense to you guys right now, but posts that we can actually run as advertisements for you guys. So basically posts that comply with Facebook's ad policies so that you guys can boost those. You can get traffic that's going to be paid traffic, but the templates are going to be something, and like I said, we haven't worked out the exact details, but it won't be too difficult. So we'll still be able to roll that out fairly quickly within the next couple of days, I would think. Unless you guys think otherwise. Do you guys have any other? No? Yeah. Okay. So probably like as quickly as possible, just so the group is still fairly fresh. The 90 days is still fairly fresh, right? So people aren't getting in too late.
And there won't be too much to catch up. So basically we'll write the post. We'll let you guys know when it go live, like, hey, this is the date we're doing it. This is exactly what's going to happen. So you won't be in the dark at all. We'll create the first post. We're not going to do all the posts at once. We'll create them as we go. So like this is the first post. We're all going to send it out on this day. And then when you have people actually comment on your post wanting to learn more, then you're going to leverage that training video replay of the live training that we did in the Accelerate 5-Figure group. That's what you're going to leverage, which you can leverage even before you have your domain and things set up. And then if people watch that training and they want to get going, then you're going to send them your buy link and add them into this sprint group, tag them in the welcome video, tag them in this replay. And except no, they wouldn't be doing this launch, but explain to them that you're just doing this relaunch. They'll see it in the post, and then they'll be able to take part in this 90-day mentorship program. So they'll hopefully be up and on their feet getting you guys results too. So it's going to be huge for you guys, a huge head start.
Definitely. And we'll write out the instructions in detail, so you don't have to worry about like trying to memorize this stuff right now. We'll have it written out for you guys, so you can just basically read through it, follow the instructions, and before we give the post out, again, one of us will be like, this is what you need to do, this is where you need to post it, and this is what has to be said, this is what you send them. Mm-hmm. Right? So it'll be super simple. And then we'll even like the post too, and I'll probably have, you guys can even review the post before we send it out, because I don't want to be crossing any boundaries, because I want to say stuff like, look, we've just started in this Sprint to 5-Figure group. We've only been in here a week. The value has been awesome. I can tell that the mentorship is great. Stuff like that. We don't want to like toot our own horns here, but we're trying to get people that are interested, right? They want to see the value. We want them to see the value, because the fact is that this is going to be a lot of value. And this type of mentorship is not always going to be available. So, I mean, it's a really beneficial group to be in. That's the bottom line. So, I mean, people are going to want to get in, and we want to really showcase that. So that's what the templates are going to be. So then you guys can blast those out, and people will be like, oh shit, what did so-and-so just get started in? This Sprint to 5 Figures group sounds pretty sick. It sounds like they're already seeing the value and they just got started, right? So then maybe people will reach out, like, this is how you get involved. And the benefit too is like people will still be able to jump in and have that like 14-day refund policy that they can still lean on if they really want to, and they'll still be able to get in here and they'll see how much value is in this group, and they'll see what kind of potential this group has and how beneficial it is to have us mentor them directly. So then they'll be like, okay, yeah, I'm in for sure, right? And then it'll get people like their first buyers. It might not get everybody their first buyer, so don't be super concerned if it doesn't, but it should get some people their first buyers, hopefully quite a few.
Yeah.
And then we can build this group up a little bit more, and it'll be sick. And then after this whole 90 days is done, we're going to revisit and kind of do another launch for another like accelerated 5-figure formula group.
And we'll reopen the Accelerate. So what will happen is once you guys are in 90 days, like you guys should all have some sort of first result or first sales or something, if not more. And throughout the 90 days, we'll definitely be doing shout outs for everything, So we'll keep all that energy up. And when we see people's posts and launch posts and shout outs within this community, in this group, we're all supporting each other. So we're all congratulating each other and like amping things up, because that's what we're all doing here. This is like the new family. So after it's all said and done, you guys are like on your own feet and you have some results, you know what you're doing, you even have some people underneath you. Then we're going to reopen the Accelerate group and relaunch. So we'll relaunch and start adding people in there again. But everyone else who's in there, all those other people who are still in there, they'll start getting notifications again that group is open. So anyone who passed up this opportunity will get to revisit that. And then you guys will be able to add new people in. And we already have 1,200 people in there. And then we'll do the same exclusive 90-day mentorship program. And this is how we're going to run the business, because you know what? This was the best thing that we did for our teams. Like, it got us to the top of the leaderboard. It got people first sales, first product sales, like absolutely everything in the entire energy has gone up. People around, GAZ are talking about how successful it was. That this was really awesome. So we just want to continue doing that within our our group, and that's the best way to benefit all of you. So totally. By then you'll be well versed in how everything works, and you'll even have some people that you're mentoring yourself, and you'll be through the training. So then you'll be able to just start crushing it, and then they will have our mentorship as well. So yeah, and it'll be like Alicia said, like it'll just continue to get better and better every time we launch, because obviously we'll
work out the kinks and stuff like that. And not only that, but we'll have more and more success stories and testimonials. So like the actual launch process and the posts and stuff that we have will just be that much more. I guess we'll have that much more social proof. So people will be stoked to get involved. It'll be everybody that got in through the first launch is going to participate in the next one, and so on and so on. So
plus we'd love to get things together, like a few testimonials after the 90 days is all done. Like we'll get put together like a testimonial video and things like that people can leverage about the success of our initial group. That will really help draw people into the second go round of it. And we're hoping that we can just literally get you guys just like to the top of the leaderboard yourselves.
And not only like, that's going to be what we're doing on top of just following the GAZ stuff, right? That stuff you can also be doing, and you'll be getting sales through that stuff as well. This is just additional. This is like a bonus, and it's going to be not only a bonus, it's going to be a massive bonus. Actually, it's going to be getting people the results that we got consistently, right? So it's going to be sick. We're super pumped about it, and no one's really done like this small mini like relaunch that I just mentioned earlier, where we're going to just tell people how to try to get people into the sprint to 5-figure group. So no one's done it yet. We're not 100% sure that it's going to like be super successful, but I'm pretty confident that it's going to do really well and get at least some people their first sales right out the gate, which is not very common. And to get to be like just going through the coaching process and starting to get people that are interested, right? There's usually a bit. Let me just I've seen someone. Let me see here. I've seen a couple people asking something. What if you're working on getting financing approved? That doesn't matter. This will still be beneficial. I mean, you're still getting people in through your referral, basically using the marketing platform, and you're still creating and building a team, and they're going to get in here and get some massive value as well. So, and you
still have your buy link, right, from your back office that you send them, so they'll still get the gas commission from them and stuff too. So it's fine.
Yeah, and if you don't know what that link is or anything, don't worry. We'll be basically walking you through this.
We will be holding your hands.
Yeah, we will be holding your hands for this part. Let me see. I'm just going to answer a couple questions, I guess, right now that are regarding what we're talking about. Sure. Where in the process do we need to be? I don't even have a fan page set up yet. What the heck am I doing? I'm ready to start promoting already. So I understand that there's going to be some people that probably haven't set up a fan page yet. So we'll discuss that after this call probably and kind of figure out when the best time is to launch, because we want people to be able to promote it on their fan page as well. So having that fan page set up will be beneficial, I would say, for sure. I mean, it might not get you sales through the fan page right off the bat as soon as you create it, but it's not a bad idea to have it posted on there anyways. So yeah, we'll kind of iron out the exact details on when we're going to launch this officially, and we'll keep everybody in the loop.
But if you can get that, you guys, for all of you or any of you in here who haven't actually finished or done your coaching call, if you're through those initial videos, those coaching process videos, and you're just waiting on your call and it's like next week, you can let us know and we can have it bumped ahead. I definitely would be beneficial to be at that stage in your business and then have your fan page. It doesn't take very long to create a fan page. It would be beneficial. And we can always bump you up if you guys need. Don't completely stress if you don't. It's really not the end of the world. You're still really going to benefit from this group and this launch. If you had to and you were willing to just do it on your personal page, that would be beneficial too. And we said before, the personal page thing is really scary, but I even seen Melissa in your comment that if she would have never made it to the leaderboard without this launch / posting to her personal page. There was a lot of people who were really scared to post on their personal page for fear of what people may think or may ask. But when they actually did it, it was the best thing they could have done for their businesses.
We even just gave away 3 tickets to our Toronto event coming up in August, just for people that we're doing a go live on their personal page, because that's like a big hurdle for people.
But once they do it, it's so beneficial.
And even everybody that did it were like, they had nothing but good things to say, right? It's scary for sure, but hey, just a sec.
You can still go through the training if you haven't had your coaching call yet. Yeah, I know. So if your coaching call is scheduled, but you're ready to do it now, you can reach out to us and let us know, and we can change it for you and get it bumped up.
So now there's probably more people than I thought that haven't got to that process yet. So we might hold off for like a week or something to get that done and try and get everybody's calls and stuff completed. But yeah, we'll discuss that after this. So don't worry. No one's going to get left behind or anything like that. And yeah, you can still get GAZ commissions if you're just promoting GAZ, right? If you haven't moved forward, or if you decided not to do anything with a Nagic or anything like that, you can still get to the point where you're promoting and you're getting people coming in through the GAZ platform and you're getting commission off of that. So no matter what, this will be beneficial. If you want to move forward and you're moving forward and you're actually, this is what you want to do, then this will be beneficial no matter what stage you're at.
Or you could even message support too, I guess, if you haven't done your coaching call yet, and be like, hey, my coaching call scheduled for this day, but I want to move forward with the training. They might let you. Yeah,
they might. But I don't know. Just if your coaching call is like way too far down the road, then just let us know and we can try and get it sorted out, get your call in a little bit before that.
And Joe, yes, definitely keep going through the Facebook Ads Mastery. That's a little bit different than the training you'll be getting through us. That's the bones of everything. So you definitely got to go through that.
Yeah. And also I should probably address this right now. I probably should have earlier. As far as like product questions and stuff like that go, we're not going to dive into that during this webinar because like so many people have just gotten started and they haven't even went through like the training videos and stuff. So we're just going to, we're not going to be talking about products or commissions and stuff like that because it's going to be confusing to some people. Are going to have no idea what we're talking about, and some people are going to be looking for those answers or questions and answers. So we're just going to not do that this webinar. Maybe next webinar we can touch on that in a Q&A. But yeah, that'll be stuff that we kind of dive into later once everybody's at the same page. And there
is the new training in the back office that goes through and over all the products themselves.
Yeah, exactly. What else was I going to say? Okay. Yeah. Another thing too, which I think because we're going to kick off our 90 days here, I posted in the, Kate posted also a little bit ago about setting SMART goals and how to do that properly and what your goal, the type of criteria that your goals should meet if you're setting goals, right? So I also posted another little checklist in there today. And I think that's something that's going to be really beneficial for you guys to follow. So what I want everybody doing, because this is officially, we're kicking off the 90 days today, is set your 90-day goals today. Set your 90-day goals, follow that checklist and follow Kate's post when you're creating those goals and set them up. They need to be specific. So set them up, create them, and have them kind of, so you have something to work towards in this 90 days. That's extremely important to be working towards something, right? And having some sort of direction. If you don't know which direction you're going in, then, you're probably not going to make it very far because you have no idea what you're going for, right? So if you want to be specific, just follow those, that checklist as far as your goal setting goes. And that's going to be extremely, extremely beneficial, right? So I want you guys to set your 90-day goal. If you haven't already, set it today so that by the end of this, you have something that you're working towards within this 90-day mentorship program. That's going to make a huge impact on your results. And it'll just give you some direction. It'll give you something to work towards. It'll be exciting, right? It'll keep you motivated. So I want everybody to set their 90-day goals, right? Can you suggest what realistic goal would be for 90 days? That totally depends. Your goal doesn't need to be like monetary. It can be anything, right? You can say, I want to read 5 books. I want to meditate every single day or something like that. I want to make my first sale. I want to make my first 5 sales. I want to make my first product sale. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, but you do want to set goals that also scare you, right? You want to set goals that really can be scary and push you.
And break it down between like 30, 60, 90. And it's okay if you think they're a little far-fetched. Trust me, we make far-fetched goals all the time. But it's good that way because if they're, pretty out there, make you scared goals and you come close, that's still really good. Then, kind of lowballing yourself because you guys are capable of a lot and we're going to help you achieve a lot.
Exactly. And a lot of people say, I think this is Jang that always says it to me. He's like, if you hit your goal, then your goal wasn't big enough. Right. So like, it's always nice to hit your goals and that's always awesome. But if you set your 90-day goal and it seems a little bit far-fetched, like worst case scenario, you get partway there. For example, if I said I wanted to hit 100K and I came up and I made 70K in a month or something like that, Do you think I'd be bummed out about that? Absolutely not. But just having that goal in mind would push me that much further. So that's just, let me just read through this quickly. Yeah, and I mean, like the real goal, and like obviously as the name states, it would be amazing to get some people in here that make 5 figures in the next 90 days. I mean, it's absolutely doable. Kate just made over 10K. I think it made over 5 figures in 1 month. Her rank isn't like, she's at 4A, I think, right? Right, Kate?
Yeah, just hit 4A.
Yeah. 4A. Yeah. So, I mean, it's definitely doable in 90 days, even if you're starting right from the bottom, right? So, I mean, people do it all the time. So that's really what we want to try and push for.
Yeah. We've seen people make, 5 figures in Melissa made 7K in her first month.
Yeah.
So
in one first month. So, I mean, it's doable. We're not going to guarantee anything, but we're going to give you all the tools that are needed to actually, make sure that you can have the best possible chance of hitting that goal. So make it a goal, make 5 figures in 90 days a goal, and just hustle. And we'll be here to support you in doing that in any way we can. And yeah, I mean, like I said, again, they don't have to be monetary, right? It can be anything. It can be like, I want to spend an extra 3 hours with my kids a week, something like that, right?
And you can include from all different aspects, whether it be like fitness, what you want to read, how many people how many buyers you want to get when we relaunch, things like that are definitely a big one.
Yeah,
and then you kind of want to do, what were the different categories?
Yeah, there's some categories that people usually stick with. Business is one, relationships, personal, health, I think, is the other one. I think that's pretty much the gist of it. Do you guys know the other ones? I can't remember. I have them written down somewhere.
That's what we should be giving them as a document. Almost listed like that.
Yeah, I can put another document in the file section as well. Then that kind of breaks that down and which categories you guys should be setting goals in. They don't all have to be business related. They can be personally related as well. Fitness goals are also a huge one. Mm-hmm. Keeping fit and staying active and stuff like that is going to benefit your business as well. Huge, trust me. So if you do that and just say like, I want to go to the gym 3 times a week or something like that, or I want to lose 10 pounds in 90 days, or I want to gain 10 pounds in 90 days, right? These are all goals. They don't have to be strictly business related, and they don't have to be all related based around making money either. So, and yeah, 5 figures can range a lot, but I mean, hitting 5 figures, so over 10K.
Yeah. Then you have lots of room to move. And you can edit them. Like, you set them today, but in 30 days, you should be reflecting on them pretty frequently. And after 30 days, you should relook at them, see where you're at. Maybe you want to, change a few things. That's something you should do.
Yeah. And if you don't have a lot of Facebook friends, that doesn't really make things more difficult. I mean, realistically, if you don't have a lot of Facebook friends, it's probably because you've narrowed down all the people that aren't actually your friends. So like, if I post something on my personal Facebook, because there's a lot of friends on there, it doesn't really mean it's more beneficial. Most of the people I don't even know, to be honest. So it's not like it's not going to hinder you, I wouldn't say. Yeah. Look at your goals every day, review them every day, check that out. You want to definitely
visualize your goals. How we were talking about visualization earlier, that's exactly what you can visualize, even if it's for a few minutes a day. Visualize, like if you say 5 figures, visualize yourself depositing over 5 figures in 90 days, and just like having that bank transaction and visualize seeing your account balance being like X amount of money, and have that number. And the magic has a check that you're going to do, the magic check that Kate posts in the group. You're going to put that somewhere you see it, and things like that. That helps you visualize, and helps because your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what's actually happening and what you're thinking is happening. So it's very, very powerful.
Yeah, exactly. So definitely, that's if you guys are like wondering what to visualize about, write your 90-day goals down and visualize your 90-day goals, and visualize them as if they've already happened. That's the most important part. Mm-hmm. You need that elevated emotion. That's how things are really set in. That's how those neural pathways and everything are actually created. And that's just, they've actually been able to quantify that, and they have studies on how that actually is beneficial. So it's not just like hocus pocus that people think visualization is. There's actually, it's scientifically backed. So I really strongly encourage everybody does that. That's going to that's going to make a huge difference in your results. So don't just think I'm just saying it just to say it. It's going to be beneficial, and I know from experience, and everybody in here does as well. So do that. That's what the visualization is going to be really beneficial for. And your 90-day goals, I want you guys to get super crystal clear on that, like tonight or tomorrow, because we're just kicking this off, so it'll be perfect timing.
And I mean, maybe we can create. Would people want to share them?
The 90-day goals.
To be accountable if they want.
I mean, people can share them if they want. You guys don't have to share them. I mean, some people don't want to share their goals. I mean, but
True.
It's totally up to you if you want to share them. I'm sure that everybody in here would be super supportive anyways. Yeah, I guess that's all. That's kind of all we wanted to touch on as far as the goal setting goes. That's going to be huge. And if you have some questions on how to set those goals, then look at Kate's post and look at the file I just added that has the SMART goal setting checklist.
So it is in the files. I've seen someone had asked if it is, and it is. In the Magic, you have to set pretty specific goals at the beginning, and they're all in aspects of your life too. That's true, right in the beginning of the Magic. So if anyone in here still doesn't have the Magic or doesn't have it coming, we have a PDF file in the files section of the team page. And from Laura Peck, an affirmation: I am inviting and attracting qualified buyers into my life. There you go. That's a great one. Magic check is in the files.
I don't know. No, we can put it in the files.
Put it in the files.
We can pop it in the files. That kind of brings us to our next little contest. Did you guys have anything you wanted to say before I move on? Yeah.
I think you guys did a good job.
Yeah, I think you covered everything that we needed to.
Okay, sweet. So the next little contest, this was Pete and Bree's idea, one of the two or both, I don't know. But we kind of just talked about this before this call, and we all thought it was a super good idea. And I'll just be honest with you. Actually, I'll tell you after I talk about this. What we're going to do is we're going to have a little contest, and it's going to be a vision board contest. So if you're wondering, or if you've seen that post I just put in the file section again right before we did this, it not only tells you the benefits of doing a vision board and creating a vision board, but it also gives you tips on how to create a vision board. So no excuses. It's all in there. It's broken down, super simple. I think what we're going to do for the weekly challenge or the weekly contest is we're going to have everybody create a vision board over the next week, and then send in a picture of that vision board. Probably, what do we decide on? Before midnight on Sunday? Before midnight on Sunday, we'll have a post created as well, so people can post their pictures of their vision board in there. And I think we'll probably pick the top 3 winners who have the best vision boards in there. And I think we decided that the prize is going to be a book of your choice, so we'll just send it to you. We'll buy it off Amazon or whatever and send it right to your address, whatever book you want. That's what the prize is as of right now, unless we kind of decide something better at that point or something different. But I think that's a really good one. That's what we're going to do. So basically everybody can start creating that vision board. And what I was going to say is I've been super lazy with the whole vision board thing, and I've never done it. All I've ever done is do like maybe some backgrounds on my laptop or something like that, but just a super lazy way of doing it. Just like the laziest vision board possible. So we're going to participate as well for the first time. So we're excited as well because we've been talking about it for like 2 years.
Yeah, we're going to have a vision board making party this weekend, Friday night.
Yeah, we're going to, instead of going to center of gravity, we're just going to create vision boards. So we're that's the plan. So we're going to also be participating in this with you guys. We obviously won't be winning prizes.
Really?
But so we're going to start creating that as well. So everybody start creating that vision board. You have a week to get something created. You can read that post if you need something to reference, if you don't know what you're doing. And then, you can put that in the post. We'll create it probably right after this or in the next couple of days or something. You guys have until midnight on Sunday to get that in there, a picture of it.
And the dollar store is a great place. I seen like the big pieces of like paper there for poster stock or whatever it is. You can get at the dollar store. You can get glue, you can get tape, everything you need, super cheap. Just go to like your nearest Dollarama or dollar store and And then as for how we're going to put pictures on, I don't know, magazines or.
Yeah, they have to give you detail. And if you still don't know, like if the post that I put in there, it's a Huffington Post article. If it's still not descriptive enough for you, then you can find videos on YouTube. You can find so many things and ideas and recommendations and all that stuff, right? So
sweet, I'm excited.
So yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun, and it'll also be beneficial for everybody. So we're stoked, and then yeah, it'll keep things fun too, so people can win some prizes, and we'll continue to do stuff probably weekly. I'm assuming we'll have some sort of contest for everybody.
Yeah, when we do these small contests and stuff, even whatever they may be, guys, definitely participate. I mean, I've been doing 30-day challenges with my team for a while, and everyone absolutely finds so much value when they actually participate in it. So don't hold back. Just jump right into 2 feet into this 90 days because we can make some magic happen.
Yeah, and like I know some people probably, if I just started and someone was telling me to make a vision board, I would have thought it was ridiculous. But trust me, just over the last couple of years and the things that we've read and stuff, like we are just doing this for your guys' best interest. So just participate. There is a benefit to it. Maybe you can't see it right now, but trust me, it will benefit you at some point in time. So just do it. And it's going to be fun too, right?
Yeah, we're going to finally do it.
We're going to finally do it. So we're stoked too. And it's awesome. This finally gave us the push to do it. So we were stoked, and we're stoked to see everybody's vision boards, and we're stoked to give people prizes as well. 649. So I think that's pretty much the gist of it.
Yeah.
We just kind of wanted, like I said, to give you guys a bit of an outline on what we're doing. I know people are just starting out and super fresh still and getting through the training and stuff. So as we kind of move further into our 90 days, we're going to be getting a little bit more technical, and we'll be doing more Q&As, and we'll be, doing some kind of more in-depth strategies, I guess, around building your business. But just for now, this is the first one. We want to kick things off. And that's kind of the whole idea behind this call, is just to kind of keep people motivated and keep people accountable. And we need to be accountable as well. So that's why we need to jump on these calls with people, just so you know that we're not, out just forgetting about you guys, because that's not what we're here to do at all. So
we think about you all the time.
Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of what we want to do moving forward. And we want to continue to keep this motivation up and keep this positivity up, because this group has been awesome. And we've been super stoked to be able to, help people and keep people motivated in here, because there's nothing worse than people that are ungrateful, and everybody in here is super grateful. So it just motivates us more and more to give you guys as much value as possible. So instead of like when we're sitting around and we don't want to make a post, the fact that everybody's so grateful and positive, that just pushes us to make sure that we're giving you guys our best. And we're going to continue to do that for you guys over the next 90 days. And we're going to get some of the best results in the first 90 days that we've ever gotten.
We're going to have some massive shout outs going on after this 90-day group, or even during it. It's all going to really benefit your guys' success and businesses, and we're so stoked. Everybody, all of us will benefit off everyone else in here. The better that you all do and the more success that you have, the bigger benefit is to absolutely everybody in here, because then we can leverage that and share it with, everyone on how this group has done that. And it's all going to be beneficial. So we all work together. We're all supporting each other, and we all we want success for everybody else too. So
totally. And we have within GAZ, there's this is a bit of a personal goal of mine then, I guess, is that within GAZ, if you guys don't know already, there's an Aussie couple called Clint and Christy, their name is, and they've been killing it, man. Like their team is blowing up. And I've always been so impressed with the fact that it seems like they have so many leaders in their group, so many people that are just like breaking records on a regular basis. So I want to personally make sure that these people and this team and all of you guys in this group, have those types of results, and we end up being that group as well.
Mm-hmm.
Give Clint and Christy a run for their money.
Mm-hmm. 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 In a really friendly competition way.
Yeah, we like them. They actually helped us with the whole launch in the first place.
yeah. That's where we actually learned what to do. They're awesome. They're friends of ours, very close friends. So yeah, but I mean, that's the more success in GAZ as a whole, the better for absolutely everyone, right? This is a movement we're doing. We want as many people to obtain financial time and financial freedom and time freedom to really just make the most out of their lives and not be somewhere where they're unhappy. So
Yeah.
we're all striving for the same thing at the end of the day. We just want to help you guys get there faster.
Also, by the time this 90 days is up, it's going to be, there will probably be details on the next event as well. So it'll work out good. People will be coming off this launch and this 90-day mentorship group. People will be amped up and lots of people will be moving right along. Right. So, I don't want to promise anything, but we will probably be giving away an event ticket at the end of this too. So we'll have some sort of contest, maybe multiple event tickets, but we'll see. So just keep that in mind. The events are absolutely massive. They will change your business 100%. I can tell you that from experience. And they're super fun too. So
much
did
fun.
you guys have anything?
Yeah, and then if you guys have anything to add, and then if anyone has any questions, pop them in that Q&A quick.
Yeah, we're coming up on an hour, and we can probably still answer a few things. But yeah, Pete and Bree, Kate, if you guys have anything you want to share or add.
No, I think we're just super excited that everyone's in this group and ready to get going, and we're just ready to kill it with everybody. So excited to see everyone's vision boards and start off this group on the right foot. So thank you for all attending.
I'm super pumped too because I also have never created a vision board and I've been procrastinating it forever. So I'm going to do one too. I'm going to participate as well.
Yeah.
Just light a fire under my butt to get it done.
Perfect.
So,
we need everyone in here as much as they need us.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. We're all going to hold each other accountable in this group. So we're going to keep it like I said at the very first, I think, thank you video is we're going to keep this, or welcome video, sorry. We're going to keep this pretty chill and personal. So we'll all be friends by the time we're done here.
Mm-hmm. And if you guys ever have any ideas about maybe a future challenge or anything like that, or maybe what would be a good file or a good resource to have, do not hesitate to let any of us know, and then we'll make it happen.
Totally. Yeah. We want to basically give you guys as many resources as possible so that, you always feel like there's a path forward and you're not stuck. Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sweet.
Yeah, I think that's about it. Pretty much coming right up on the hour. We'll post this replay too. If people haven't, or if you've just joined recently, or if, a lot of people, I'm assuming you're going to watch the replay. So, we will post it in there. If you guys need to know where the replay is, it's in the file section. It's in the original welcome video. I screen shared and showed you exactly how to get to that file section. And yeah, that's about it.
Cool.
I don't know if there was something else I was going to touch on. I should have made some notes. I think we covered everything.
I think that was pretty much it, and it was lots.
Yeah, so get on those vision boards and 90-day goals. That's the homework for the week.
Yeah.
Get after it, and we will see you guys again. We'll be also active in the chat as well, and going over some things as usual. Everybody keep the energy up in that chat like you guys are doing. It's been awesome. Or sorry, the group. Yeah, everybody's been super energetic in there, dropping some value in there as well. So it's been awesome. We've been really stoked to see that. And yeah, it's gonna be great. We're pumped.
I'm stoked. For
we'll let you guys know and enjoy. Whoever's on the East Coast, it's probably getting late for you guys. So
thanks for popping on, everyone who came in here. We stayed consistently at right around 50 people the entire time.
Are you guys gonna answer the questions?
Oh,
what?
I think we already answered those.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we already went over that.
Kate.
Okay. Yeah, just want to make sure.
No worries. I usually can say answered live, but yeah, that's right. We didn't say. Is there a Sunday Zoom available for replay?
Yesterday's?
Did they? I think they post the replays in the replay vault in the back office now for the Sunday ones as well.
Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It should be in the replay vault. They put all the Sunday ones in there. If it's not up there yet, then it will be. They're probably just a little bit behind on it, but
usually they do it within 48 hours. But I do have the replay for that one somewhere, so I can post it in the group if you guys would like.
Yeah, and that's about it, guys. Start on the vision board. I know we'll probably be starting on ours here soon, and yeah, it's gonna be good. Gonna be a good week. We're just gonna take this week by week. So just aim to make some big moves and big wins every single week and just move towards your goals. You don't have to you can chunk it down so it's not so intimidating. You don't have to just look at the end goal. Although when you're visualizing, you want to be just basically visualizing that you're already there and you've already felt those emotions that you would feel if you already had that happen. You know, who's the first person you're going to talk to? Who's the first person you're going to tell? What are the emotions you're going to feel? What are you going to buy if you make that money, right? That kind of thing. That's what you want to really get sunk into your head while you're visualizing. But anyways, guys, thanks for popping on. We will chat with you soon, and we'll see you again in a week for sure. We'll also be in the group, obviously. But anyways.
Bye, guys.